Hello everyone, welcome to IITN's GATE classes. So in today's video session, we are going to see the GATE daily quiz, GATE 2025 daily quiz for your subject Network Theory, week 3, August 2025. So before starting the video, let me remind you that all the questions that we are solving, daily questions are posted on our group, GATE ECEEIN, for electrical engineers, for electronics and communication, and for instrumentation engineer. The link of this group you can find in the description box, and our solution to all these questions are posted on our video solution are posted on our newly formed channel of IITN GATE classes specifically for EC, EE and IN. So if you haven't joined this YouTube channel, I am going to request you to subscribe to our channel for such video solution. And if you like this video session, please press the thumbs up button and kindly share and subscribe this channel. So the first question that we have over here is, for the circuit shown below, the resonant frequency F0 is. So first thing to note in this question is that in this circuit, we have been asked resonant frequency F0 in kilohertz. That means linear frequency has been asked. Now, what is resonance frequency? Resonance frequency of a complex circuit is that point where impedance becomes purely real, okay, or it becomes purely resistive. So if I have to find the resonant frequency, what we can do over here is that simply if I take the Thevenin impedance, equivalent impedance of this circuit, so simply what we need to do over here is calculate your Thevenin equivalent impedance of this circuit. So we know that ZTH is equal to ratio of VTH by ITH. So what is VTH? VTH is this voltage and ITH is this branch current. Now, if this is ITH, you can see V1 is equal to what? It is equal to 10 ITH. That means current flowing through this branch, it will be what? It will be 5 ITH. As this is what? This is voltage controlled current source. This is a current source, and this is controlled by the voltage of this resistor. So that means what? Now if I simply apply KVL in this loop, let's see what happens. So VTH is equal to what? It is equal to 10 ITH plus j omega L C. In this question, specifically when you are calculating your ZTH, always put L and C while calculating rather than putting what? Putting your values, okay? It eases our solving time. So j omega L into ITH plus 6 ITH. You can see 5 ITH from here, ITH. So 6 ITH by j omega C. Okay. So now VTH by ITH, this is equal to 10 plus, if I take j common, so this will be j omega L minus 6 by omega C. Okay, so this is what? This is actually my Thevenin equivalent impedance seen from this side. Now, if this is my Thevenin equivalent circuit for resonance condition, what we know that imaginary part of ZTH, this is equal to 0. So let us, instead of omega, this becomes resonance frequency omega naught. So omega naught L minus 6 omega naught C equal to 0. That means omega naught square is equal to 6 by LC. That means omega naught is equal to 6 LC square root. Now let us put the value of L and this C. So 6 divided by L, 10 to the power minus 3 into 50 into 10 to the power minus 9. So let me use calculator to solve this. So this comes out as 3.46 into 10 to the power 5 radian per second. But remember, linear frequency is asked. So that means what? F naught is equal to omega naught by 2 pi. So this is 3.46 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 2 pi. So if we put this value in calculator, we are going to get 5.51 into 10 to the power 4 hertz, or if I write this in kilohertz, because it is given in the question, we have to write in kilohertz. So this is going to be 55.1 into 10 to the power 3 hertz, or 55.1 kilohertz. So this is my answer of this question. So the next question that we have over here is capacitor of Q factor 120 is connected in series with an inductor having quality factor 40. So it is given in the question. We have one capacitor So quality factor of this capacitor, it is given as 120, and quality factor of this inductor is given as 40, the overall quality factor of the circuit. So overall quality factor of the circuit, if I write it as Q equivalent, so it is given by 1 by Q is equal to 1 by QC plus 1 by QL. So remember this quality factor, if the elements are connected in series, the formula for equivalent quality factor is this. If it is connected in parallel, so equivalent quality factor, it is given as if these two elements, suppose if these were connected in series, so this will be QC plus QM. Sorry, if this is connected in parallel, here it is as connected in series, so we are going to use this formula. Okay. So Q equivalent is equal to QC into QL divided by QC plus QL. So this is 120 into 40 divided by 120 plus 40. So this is 120 into 40 by 164. So 30. Okay. So 30 is your answer. And remember this quality factor, basically it reduces when we connect the element in your series. Okay, series, when we connect, quality factor, it decreases. Now the next question that we have over here is, in the network shown below, the load consists of parallel connected resistance and capacitor. What is the value of this resistance R that maximizes the average power transferred to the load? What I want, pause this video and write your answer in the comment section right now after solving this question. Okay. So now in this question, you can see basically we have to see what? We have to see what is the value of R such that maximum power is transferred from the source side to the load side. Okay, so let us calculate first ZL. So ZL is actually what? It is parallel combination of 2 kilo ohm and this minus J1000. Okay, so let us solve this. 2000 into minus J1000 divided by 2000 minus J1000. Let me do what? So this is minus J2000 divided by 2 minus J. Let me rationalize this. 2 minus J. Sorry, 2 plus J, 2 plus J. So this is going to be what? 2000 minus minus J 4000 divided by 5. So this comes out as 400 minus J 800. Okay, so now many of you might have written your answer as R should be equal to 400 ohm. Okay, this is first answer. Second answer, R is equal to square root of 400 square plus 800 square. So let me know. I don't want any one of you to change your answer. Keep your answer as it is and tell me which one have you marked. Okay, don't change. So from maximum power transfer, if you remember, in maximum power transfer theorem, basically my load, it is what? It is variable. Load is variable and source resistance or internal resistance or impedance of the source, it is constant. But here you can see in this question, basically my load, it is constant. Load is constant and internal impedance is variable. Now for this particular case, if I want to transfer maximum power from here to here, that means what? Maximum current should transfer from your Vs to load side. Now for this to happen, basically this R, it should get less and less. So what is the value of resistance R that maximizes the average power transferred? So the value of R should be actually 0 so that current it maximizes. So just after reading the question, you should have answered 0. If you have answered 0, that means the concept of your circuit theory is clear. Okay, and I want everyone, those who have got answer as 0, to comment in this comment section below. Okay, so 0 is the correct answer. Why it is correct answer? Because I told you maximum power transfer theorem, it is valid for variable load and constant source resistance. But if opposite is the case, that your load is constant and your source resistance or internal resistance is fluctuating or variable, so the maximum power is transferred from source to load is when your internal resistance is 0. Okay, so the next question that we have over here is, in the following AC circuit, what is the value of load RL for maximum power transfer theorem? Now you can see basically RL is what? This is your load and this is variable. So now we can apply maximum power transfer theorem over here. Now don't write RL equal to 0. That will be wrong. We need to solve this question. Okay. So now if we solve this question over here, so what we are going to do, we are going to Thévenize this circuit from this point. Okay, So this is minus J3. If we Theveninize from this point, we note that while Thevenizing, independent current source is open circuited and independent voltage source is short circuited. Okay, remember this. So now if we redraw this diagram, so what will happen? So this is minus J3, this is J3, this is 3 ohm, and this is 6 ohm. Okay, so now you can see this 3 and this J3 ohm, it is in series. So simply what I can do, I can replace it as one box which has impedance J, sorry, 3 plus J3, okay, and this is in parallel with 6. So 6 parallel with 1 plus J. So this is 6 into 3, 1 plus J divided by 6 plus 3 plus 3J. So this is 6 into 6 into 3 into 1 plus J. If I take 3 common from here, so this will be 3 common, 3 plus J. Okay, so this will be 9 plus 3J. So this is what I have written. So this comes out as 6 plus 6J divided by 3 plus J. Let me rationalize this. 3 minus J, 3 minus J. So if we solve this, this will be what? 6, 3, 18 minus 6J plus 18J plus 6 divided by 9 square plus 1. So this is 10. So this comes out as 24 minus 12J, sorry, plus 12J by 10. So this is 2.4 plus J 1.2. Now this is in series with minus J3. So ZTH, this is what? 2.4 plus J 1.2 minus J 1. Sorry, minus J3. So this is 2.4 minus J 1.8 ohm. So this is what is my equivalent circuit. Now if I want RL, we know what RL is actually equal to square root of 2.4 square plus 1.8 square. So if we solve this, what we get? So we are getting square root of 9. So that is equal to 3 ohm. So 3 ohm is my correct answer for R of L. Okay. Next question, in the following RLC circuit at resonance, magnitude of current is equal to 2 milliampere. Quality factor is given as 50. The magnitude of current flowing through inductor in milliampere will be. Okay. So at resonance, we know that basically whatever current is flowing through the circuit, it will be flowing completely through this resistor. So magnitude wise, I is equal to IR. Okay. So we need to find what will be IL. Assume that voltage across RLC is V and current flowing from here is I. This is IR. This is IL and this is IC. Okay, so IR magnitude wise, this will be what? This will be V by R, and IL magnitude wise, this will be V by XL. Okay, so IL by IR, if I take ratio of this two, so this will be what? R by XL, and R by XL is actually what? It is your quality factor. So that means what? Your IL is equal to quality factor into I of R. So that means what? IL is equal to 50 into I of R, which is equal to I, which is equal to 2. So this comes out as 100 milliampere. So the answer for this question is what? 100 milliampere. So with this, we have covered the third weekly session of our network theory for August 2025. If you have liked this video, please press the thumbs up button, and I would request you to subscribe to our channel for more such videos, and you can also join our Telegram group, the link for which is given in the description box below for more such questions. So see you in the next session. Thank you.